Coming up next on BG24 News.
City Council is divided over what to do with a local green space. We'll tell you what their options they're considering.
Social network users shared red equal signs yesterday in support for gay marriage. We'll ask some students about the Human Rights Campaign.
Plus, you could be starring as an extra in the next Captain America film. We've got the exclusive information about how you could be on the big screen.
And a look at your Black Swamp weather forecast and BG24 sports. Welcome to your campus and community connection.
Wood County's live local news starts right now. This is BG24 News, live at 5:30.
Hello everyone, I'm Madeline Fenning.
And I'm Parminder Bunga. Thanks for joining us tonight. This weekend will likely be a landmark weekend for the Bowling Green State University Faculty Association.
The administration and the FA negotiated for years, and they are scheduled to have a contract finalized tomorrow. Will also include a retroactive provision for all faculty members. That means after the fact, faculty will receive raises for the 2011, 2012, and 2012-2013 school years. The administration still seems set on letting go of 100 full-time faculty members, but the so-called BGSU 100 will receive the retroactive raises if they have been at the school since 2011.
And the debate rages on about what to do with the green space in Bowling Green. The debate started a few weeks ago at a city council meeting and hasn't let up. Reporter Gemma Schultz joins me now with details about the future lot. Gemma?
Thanks, Parminder. Though it's abandoned, downtown lot seems rather insignificant. It's causing quite a stir between the city and its residents. A vacant lot in downtown BG is cause for concern to many community members. Here on the corner of Church and Wooster Street is where Bowling Green Junior High was previously located. The lot is currently being used as green space, but the city has prospective plans to build a new administration building here in the future. The mayor of Bowling Green stressed that the green space is an important issue, but city buildings also need attention.
We're committed to green space as an overall issue. We're also committed to, at some point in the future, of trying to make a decision about a new municipal building and where it should be located, and that much depends on the city's finances.
Mayor Edwards says keeping a downtown location is a commitment the city will keep.
And the third aspect of that whole picture is we are very committed to staying in downtown Bowling Green. So there you have the overall picture there, and you can see some of the decision points that are going to have to be made at some point in the probably not too distant future.
While the city has not officially confirmed the new municipal building will be located on the so-called green space, residents have already voiced concerns. At least one community member would like to see the lot untouched.
I believe that it should stay a green space. I think it would be good for the community, for the kids and everything, to have somewhere to play as like a park or something like that. So I think it should be a green space.
City Council will meet April 1st to discuss issues further before making a final decision. The city plans to install park benches and plant trees until further decisions are made about the green space.
Gemma, I've heard there's a city council meeting approaching in the near future. What is the timetable for all of this?
Actually, Parminder, there isn't a specific timetable. The city council is going to meet soon, actually, I believe next week, and they're going to take into account all the factors and make sure they can see every issue before they make a final decision. So only time will tell.
All right, thank you so much.
Thanks.
And as the story develops, we'll keep you connected on our Facebook page at facebook.com/BG24News.
Back on campus now. The Latino Student Union is hosting a blood drive unlike any other. The LSU partnered with the American Red Cross and a national blood drive, and it's all in memory of Cesar Chavez, who passed away 20 years ago. The event was unique in that it featured a live DJ, t-shirts, and food. Organizers say they were thrilled to give back in Chavez's name.
It's basically to raise awareness about Cesar Chavez and what he did for the farm workers and basically the Latino community in California. And his whole movement didn't just stay in California, it was actually worldwide.
A speaker addressed addressed students last night about society and technology. The technology professional from Owens Community College spoke about the negative effects of technology on students. He said some students use technology in an unprofessional way, such as using text message lingo while talking. The Office of Multicultural Affairs hosted the event.
So it seems like it's going to be, warming up a little bit. It's not snowing at least anymore. So can you tell us if that's going to stay or not?
Of course, of course. Temperatures are actually relatively warm today in the low 50s, and we're experiencing some warmer winds coming in from the west-northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Stay tuned later to find out if temperatures for Easter weekend will be warm or cold. Hopefully they'll be warmer.
Sounds great. Thank you so much, Dale. Coming up next.
Some Facebook users went red this week in support for marriage equality. We'll talk with students live in the studio about their support for the equal sign.
And it's your chance to star in the next Captain America film. We've got the job opportunity you don't want to miss. Stay with us. If you were on Facebook yesterday, you likely saw some users using red equal signs as their profile pictures. Many users changed their profile picture in order to support gay marriage during the Supreme Court hearings this week. Some users say it was a way to show solidarity among gay marriage and supporters. But other users, even pro-gay marriage ones, think it simplifies an issue that requires much more work than changing your profile picture. Madeline Fenning joins us live in the studio with two Facebook users to talk about social change on social networks. Madeline?
Thanks, Parminder. Joining me in the studio now are students Colin Bilski and Elijah Roseberry. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having us.
So one of you and another one of you both had different ideas of what you wanted to do when it came to advocating for equal rights. One of you had the symbol as your profile picture while one of you didn't. Now, which one of you was that?
I did not.
You did not?
I did.
You did? Yeah. All right, so could you just kind of briefly tell us, what it was that made you want to decide whether or not you wanted to use the equal sign as your profile picture?
Personally, I chose to change my profile picture to the equal sign because I have a family member who is homosexual, and I feel like I need to support her in any way possible. She doesn't live in the States, so Facebook is a good way to stay in touch with her. And also, I feel like a lot of our community here in BG is part of the LGBT, and I think it's important that we just show the support, and that in this day and age that acceptance is what we need to do, and instead of ostracizing people, pushing away their ideals, we should just really try to understand them.
Absolutely, very cool. Now, why did you choose to not use it?
It's not that I didn't choose not to use it, I just didn't really look into it as much. I still support gay marriage as much as anyone else would, but it was never really an issue to actively voice my opinion on it. I kind of, if someone asked me, I'll give them my opinion, but I was never really out to just voice my opinion on it.
So what was the common experience between you two on Facebook throughout the past few days with all of the different equal signs and what they were representing? Now, was it something that you thought was maybe more of a conversation starter, or more of like a badge that you wore to sort of define what it was that you believed in? Because some people believe that after reading certain articles, people believe that it was just a way to spur on either conversation or argument. So what was the experience with you guys on Facebook and either choosing to or not to display that as your profile picture?
I think it's really a double-edged sword. I mean, certain people did choose to change their profile picture in order to show that support, but in other instances, I think that it had the negative effect where it started conversations that people were, voicing their opinions where they weren't needed, or just kind of putting things out there that are more personal issues, and so I think that's where it stands.
Now, do you think that it's effective to do this, to kind of display your beliefs in a profile picture, like in a general sense with everybody else? I mean, as you who did not display yours, did you choose to not do that, not just because you do support it, but did you think that it maybe wasn't as effective as it could have been?
No, I believe it was effective, but it's also very touchy. It's a very touchy subject, and to put your profile picture as something as touchy as gay marriage, whether you support it or not, is open to argument, like you had mentioned, and or also good things. But what I saw mostly was argument, and maybe that's because of the friends I have, or who I am, or whatnot. But I did see a lot of arguments, even people posting stuff down the lines of, why did people delete me off of Facebook because of this stance? And so, as opposed to just, like I said, putting my stance and my foot down, saying this is what I am, I just kind of took a step back and just kind of, like I say, if you ask me, I would tell you I do support gay marriage. So.
Because I recently read on the Guardian that the Guardian published a poll yesterday asking whether or not people thought that this avatar advocacy was effective or not, and the results actually were interesting. Is that 49% of people said no, it was not effective, while 51% said that yes, it was. Now, do you think that that sort of difference and that very slight divide, do you think that shows how do you think it shows more so the difference in opinion that people have on marriage equality, or more so the difference in opinion people have on their Facebook profile picture choice?
That's a difficult question. I think it did its job in terms of trying to support it. I mean, we're on a Facebook where there's multi-billion people on it, and so for once, instead of being Nicki Minaj and having to be popular in order to spread an image or spread a word, you could simply post something on Facebook, and if it's powerful enough, you can share it and get 100,000 likes on it, and you become something, an image to whatever you're trying to represent, essentially.
Wonderful. Well, it seems like you two have very solid ideas as to why you believe what you do and why you posted what you posted. So, just keep on believing in what you post, and we'll stay updated with you guys in the future. So thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Coming up next, we'll take you behind the scenes of Meals on Wheels. But first, Dale Summers will have your Black Swamp weather forecast. Stay with us for your Easter weekend forecast.
Now, Wood County's live local forecast with BG24 Black Swamp weather.
Good evening, Wood County. I am Dale Summers here with your Black Swamp weather forecast. Temperatures are currently in the low 50s, and with warmer winds coming in from the west-northwest between 10 to 15 miles per hour, it actually feels like it's about 52 degrees compared to past days where it's felt a lot colder than it actually is outside. It is mostly cloudy outside, so we're not seeing a lot of sun. However, tonight the clouds will go away and we'll be seeing some clear skies. Tonight temperatures will drop down to about 30 degrees, and winds will be coming in from the west-northwest between 7 to 10 miles per hour, and humidity will have gone down to about 66%. Chance of precipitation will be at 0%, and that will continue on to tomorrow, where temperatures will be about around 50 degrees and will be mostly sunny outside. Winds will be coming in from the northwest between 8 to 10 miles per hour, so not that strong. And then tomorrow night temperatures will drop down to about 30 degrees, and it will be partly cloudy. Winds will come in from the northwest at about 6 miles per hour. So also we can see that I mentioned from the northwest we are having a warm front come down from Michigan, and so temperatures are between the high 40s and the low 50s, and as one heads over closer towards Akron, temperatures have dropped down to about the high 30s. And then if one were actually to continue all the way down to the East Coast, temperatures continue to drop down to the mid-30s. So thank goodness we're able to experience some of the warm weather compared to some of the areas along the coastlines. Looking at our 5-day forecast, we can see that Friday and Saturday we'll be experiencing some sun, so that's really nice. And then unfortunately for Easter, there's a 50% chance of rain, so we're probably going to be experiencing some of that. Any students driving back, please be careful on the roads. We don't need to see anyone getting hurt. And then also temperatures will drop on Monday and Tuesday down to about 40 degrees, so we might get some warm weather for a few days, and then we'll be back to that kind of winterish weather. Hopefully after that temperatures will start to warm up again, though.
It looks wonderful. I can't wait for it, definitely.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'm just glad that the Sunday is rain and not snow like we've been
Yes.
seeing recently, so
I
we
think
can at least
had
be
enough
thankful
of
for
snow,
that.
so I'm done with snow.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dale. Captain America is coming to Ohio, and you could star in the sequel. Marvel Studios is holding a casting call for extras in Captain America: The Winter Soldier. The auditions will take place on April 19th and April 20th in Cleveland. The selected extras will star alongside Chris Evans, Samuel L. Jackson, and Scarlett Johansson. The film has a tentative release date of April 14th, 2014. For more about the auditions, check out the link on our Facebook page.
Each March, the Meals on Wheels programs across the country participate in a national campaign. It's called March for Meals. The idea is to raise awareness of the senior citizens going hungry. The program encourages action at the local level. BG24 News rode along with a Wood County Meals on Wheels volunteer to see how the program operates.
So today we're doing one of our local routes here in Bowling Green. I do have 5 routes in a white bag and one white bag. It's a great opportunity for our agency to make sure that the individuals are healthy and can relate to somebody outside of their house.
I'm imagine it's the only time some people get to see someone, you know, unless they have an aide to help them or something. And it's nice to see people coming up there, and they always have a smile on their face and are so polite and pleasant.
We've got a great group of individuals that staff our production kitchen and get the meals ready. And they're there at 6 in the morning cooking the food, and they're ready by 11 o'clock in the morning to get them out to the clients. So the meals are picked up at 11 o'clock every Monday through Friday, and volunteers are asked to count the meals to make sure that they coincide with the numbers that are on their route slip for that particular day.
There's meals coming in really helps me. I don't have to worry about cooking or none of that.
We have over 750 meals a day. Half of those are in each of the sites, and the other half are the home delivered meals in each of the rural sites.
And I don't drive. I don't have a car.
When you hand their stuff out, they get the white bags. They're special for their dietary needs.
They certainly know a lot about nutrition. They do. It's really taught me a lot, I guess, of different things that they fix that I never dreamt, you know, and it's good.
It's just the love of fellow man and enjoying to be with people.
In addition to raising awareness of senior hunger, one of the goals of the March for Meals campaign is to recruit new volunteers. And if you're interested in getting involved with the Meals on Wheels program, you can contact the Wood County Committee of Aging at the number on your screen.
We have new information tonight about the unemployment rate in Wood County. According to the Ohio Department of Jobs and Family Services, the unemployment rate has dropped. In February, the unemployment rate was at 7.4%. That's a decrease of about 1% since January, meaning roughly 500 people found jobs. The Northwest Ohio county with the most unemployed is Ottawa County, and the county with the most employed is Hancock County.
A new sporting goods store is set to open in Bowling Green within the next couple of weeks. Hibbett Sports plans to open on April 13th on South Main Street. Hibbett Sports has nearly 1,000 sporting goods stores throughout the United States. Like most sports stores, Hibbett will offer athletic equipment, footwear, and brand name apparel. Speaking of sports, Kelly Hart joins us for a look at tonight's game. Kelly?
Thanks, Parminder. Coming up next, the women's basketball team is still alive in WNIT action as they face Drexel University tonight in the third round. Also, softball begins MAC play this weekend. All that and more when we come back. Thanks.
It's un-Falcon believable coverage that you won't get anywhere else. This is BG24 Sports.
Welcome to BG24 Sports. I'm Kelly Hart. The women's basketball team continue on their WNIT run tonight as they host Drexel University. The Falcons advanced to the third round after defeating Duquesne 61-54 on Saturday. BG enters tonight's game posting a record of 24-10, the exact same record as the Dragons. This will be the first time the teams have met. All BGS students are free tonight as the Bowling Green Athletic Department offered the first 300 tickets, and head coach Jennifer Roos is picking up the charge of all students after that. Head over to the Stroh Center tonight at 7 to cheer on the Falcons. Over to ice hockey, head coach Chris Bergeron announced the non-conference games the Falcons will be playing in the 2013-14 season. BG is joining the Western Collegiate Hockey Association next season and will face many new teams such as Alaska Anchorage and Michigan Tech. The out-of-conference teams the Falcons will face are a home-and-home series with Ohio State, a series at Union College, and a home series with Colgate University. Dates of these matchups are to come later. Falcon baseball is headed to Central Michigan this weekend as they continue MAC play. BG is currently 4-15 as CMU is 10-12. The Falcons are looking to pick up their first MAC win as they were swept by Western Michigan last weekend. Over to softball, the Falcons traveled to Ann Arbor yesterday to take on the Michigan Wolverines. BG couldn't get the job done as they lost 1-9. With the loss, the Falcons are now 12-8. Paige Berger scored the lone run for BG, and the Falcons are back in action this weekend as they open up MAC play. BG will host Ball State tomorrow at 3. And that's all for BG24 Sports. I'm Kelly Hart. We'll be right back.
And now Dale's back for a last look at weather.
Thank you, Parminder. Temperatures will be increasing throughout the next 5 days, getting up to a high of 55 on Saturday. On Easter Sunday, they will drop down to about 54, and there's a 50% chance of rain, so unfortunately we might be seeing some of that. And then the rain will go away for Monday and Tuesday, and we'll see some cloudy skies. Unfortunately, temperatures will drop down to about 40 degrees for those 2 days. So, we'll get a little bit warmer and then drop down and get colder again.
Easter looks good. I think
it does.
It
does. I mean, if you're going to do an Easter egg hunt or something like that, or any sort of like Easter picnic thing, I mean, it's going to be rainy, so that might not be the best. But you can stay inside and hang out with your family if that's what you're going to do.
I mean, Easter dinner, most people don't really eat outside anyway, so.
I mean, inside, so it'll be good.
True. Are you doing anything cool for Easter, Kelly?
Just hanging out with the family. Sounds exciting.
Well, for Parminder Bunga, for Dale Summers and Kelly Hart, I'm Madeline Fenning. Thanks for watching.
And if you have any comments or story ideas, please check out our website at bg24news.org.
Have a safe weekend, everyone.